Thank you, dear friends, for that warm welcome. Really appreciate it. Now today, I have a video for you to show you how bubbles exist in the vacuum of space. Oh, I certainly do. Now, you would think that NASA would get their act together by now and get rid of these anomalies, wouldn't you there, friends? But no, sirree, not the NASA administration. They just love to pull wool over people's eyes and then claim another few $1 billion up in the tax revenue department there, eh? They scam off of the Black Ops programs. And I'll tell you right now, them generals and all them dudes up there, they don't like it one single bit. Hence, you have all of this problem between the departments bickering and fighting over who's going to get the money for the next year. And that's a real big problem, isn't it, friends? Well, I'll tell you what's another problem. Oh, wait till you see this little clip I've got for you, because it's going to show lots and lots of bubbles. And you think that these dudes went out and bought a bottle of Mr. Bubble and then just threw it in the swimming pool, now wouldn't you? Oh, you certainly would now. So, without further ado, let's just get right into this clip here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So roll the clip, please. this clip fund goes out to K. Chris Cardwell, because he's the one that put me onto this clip. And as you can see here, what the title says is, it says there, is this a spacewalk or is this a bubble bath? Well, I don't know about that, but I would almost certainly say after seeing this here, you see that bubble over there? I would say that these dudes must have thrown a whole pound of Mr. Bubble into their swimming pool there and then stirred it all around. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, my dear God, NASA, when are you ever going to learn that you can't get away with it anymore, right? Oh, and every time this dude here moves this hose, guess what we see? More bubbles! Oh, it just keeps getting better and better now, doesn't it there, friends, eh? Oh, well, now another thing, have you ever wondered, see this hose that's carrying the oxygen all the way down here, right? Well, I'd be getting awful hot now, wouldn't it there, eh? And you think those little scrubbers and little pumps on the backs of these dudes and inside of this here is gonna do any good to get rid of it? These dudes were out in space, man, they would be toast by now. Oh, my dear God, what next, eh? Oh, this is terrible, my dear Lord. Oh, well, if you think this is good, well, as I like to say to the pans, just wait till you see the next one, because this one here, I have a little guest speaker for you, and he is Expatt Taffy. So, without further ado, take it away, Expatt Taffy.
Now, I want you to take a look at this photo here. This is one of Apollo's 11 magazines. Look what you've got. You've got every one of them is a photo of the moon. The only difference is their size. They go from large to small. But they're all occupying a space. And that space has got a catalogue number. It's a library, isn't it? Now, take a look at this Apollo 16 magazine, which I have split up. Just look at all the photos. Bland, barren, boring, non-interesting, featureless photos. No stones in most of them, and not a single footprint. But they all serve a purpose, don't they? Yes, they're all occupying a photo spot, a square with a number. And what you could be sure of, if I didn't reveal this now, within the next year or so, there would be some of these deleted and replaced with other photos, or even different features added to some of these photos. And what they quickly done, folks, was created a library just like this one here, but it was all blank spaces, but they had the numbers. And what they done now very quickly was they filled all of them up with these bland landscapes, folks. And you'll see proof of it, just landscapes. They filled the lot up, and should anybody request, can I have an Apollo 17, they'd have a photo like this to give them. Very bland, but at least they had photos. And what they done then, once they filled up all the spaces for the 6 missions, they now done a backward step. They went to Apollo 11 and they started filling some detail in, like this one you've got here. It was a bland landscape with just a black sky, but they copied and pasted this astronaut and this equipment, and they faked the shadow, as I have shown in previous videos. They started adding detail to make the photos look more realistic. But what they only done was say 4 or 5 for Apollo 11 magazines, then 4 or 5 for Apollo 12, then maybe 4 or 5, 14, and they went through and just added a small amount for each mission. And then when they got to Apollo 17, they skipped back to 11 and started adding a few more. And what each magazine They were all the same. What they looked like was the majority was bland, empty landscapes, but they had some photos with detail in. So, they now had an answer to the problem. What if somebody requested a photo from any mission? They did have some to give them. And they kept going back a step at a time, and adding more detail in and altering the photos. And let me tell you folks, I'm going to provide the proof of that, because they have not yet finished the task. They are still making them today, as you will now see. Now, take a look at this one here. Apollo 12, AS 12-48-7072. Now that's what they done with this one. It was initially a boring, bland, barren landscape, but they've gone back and they've added some detail. They've added footprints and this stand. Now, one thing about this one, I'm surprised nobody have noticed it before.
Well, thank you, Expatt Taffy, for that little spiel on the NASA's fraudulent library. Oh, that's right, that's a fraudulent library there, friends. Oh, that's bad stuff. And not only that, but the bubble bath, oh, that's another real good one. But let me tell you something else, what's another real good one here too, is this here print, eh? Now you want to tell me how a blueprint can get reversed like this? Oh, that's impossible now, isn't it? Eh? That dirt's supposed to be sunk in there, not sitting up on the top like this. Oh, was that ever a good one, eh? Well, some NASA artist really blew the horn on this one now, didn't he? He really screwed up not only this one here, but this here impossible blueprint too. Oh, is this ever good? Oh, I can't wait till Expatt Taffy sees this one. He's gonna laugh his astral brain right off. Oh, is this ever a good one, eh? Well, anyway, so that's good. That's a real good one, isn't it there, Expatt Taffy, eh? So, well, this is just about as good as the bubble bath in space. Oh, my dear God. Well, NASA, when are you ever gonna learn? And when are you pans ever gonna learn to stop following them pack of liars, huh? Oh, I don't know. So I don't think you're ever gonna learn, are you? I mean, if this doesn't show you right here that there's something wrong, then ain't nothing's gonna now, is it there? You crazy cotton-picking rabbit of Birdie Slacks there, and Birdie Slack himself, and that crazy cotton-picking Cornelius Cardwell, or whatever his name is. Oh, wait a minute, Cornelius Cruey, the dude that's a little bit screwy, and he's a little bit too loony to boot. Oh, my dear God. Well, anyways, yous all take care out there. You know who you are, and the other dudes, you know who you are, and they, you know the ones that keep sending us viruses? Ooh, that's real bad now, isn't it there, friends? So, anyways, that's my spiel for today. Mr. Strange out.